baby, we got a voicemails one for you this week.
That's right. It's just me and Meatball. It's just family this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about a lot of things, including in a bag.
Relationships, past, future, and present.
And out a load.
And also keying cars and what it means to be Jasmine Kennedy, the president. Dupree.
Yeah, Hoover,
the president. Enjoy this episode. We take voicemails, no guest, and we're wild as and I'm dressed like an art teacher.
Who's the mean one now?
And remember, if Dipper's the mean one, send a cuss face emoji to 213-536-9180.
It's not remember. They're learning about it for the first time.
This my real. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
You know, a lot of us spend our lives wishing we had more time. The question is, time for what?
If time was unlimited, how would you use it? No, really, how would you use it, baby? Bet.
I always think about my work week and how busy it is, and I'm like, I wish I had an actual weekend. Now, that really comes down to me planning my life a lot better, but I would use it for leisure because I work so much. What would you use if there was extra time in your life?
If I had more time, I would do more hobbies. I would pick up more activities because I love hobbies, but I barely have time to do the stuff that I actually have to do.
Right. Well, the best way to squeeze that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you and make it a priority.
And therapy can help you find what matters to you so you can do more with it.
You know, I think therapy, the biggest thing that I get out of therapy is new directives. Oh, try this. Make a change in how you think. I think we all think that's just how my brain works, or this is how I see the world. But those things can shift and change, and you can learn tools in therapy to be look at it this way, or try a new way of going about a project, or schedule your day a little different. Those are things you can talk about with your therapist.
Mm-hmm. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp.
Visit betterhelp.com/sloppy today and get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sloppy.
Oh. Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213
Hey.
536 91.
What?
80.
Wait.
Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slap, you stupid little you not so you dirty little you stupid little Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
It was really, I liked the 80.
80. Well, that eye.
What?
You doll-eyed.
What do you mean?
Wait, do it again.
What do you mean? 80!
You look crazy.
I want to ask you about a text you sent me the other day.
Why do you always start with our texts? It's like, can I ever text you something and you not bring it up on the pod? What was the text?
You said I was mean.
Oh, yes. I do believe that you are the mean one. I think that people think that I'm the mean one, but I think that you might be the mean one.
You sent me a screenshot of someone messaged you something.
Hold on. I got gum.
Someone messaged you something, and in the text, the copy.
They said, I wanted to send this to Dipper, but he's mean.
But you seemed nicer.
You seem nicer. Yeah.
And it was a clip to a thing that's.
I think you're the mean one. I think I'm the drunk aunt.
I do believe that is accurate.
And indeed it is.
And indeed she drank. And indeed she slurped. I do believe that you are the drunk aunt. I think that I don't think that I'm mean or mean-spirited. I think I lack patience when it comes to certain qualities that people have.
Qualities.
Some of the qualities. I'm not a fan of some of the qualities that some of these people have out here in the world. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like, no, can't do that. No, don't have the patience for that.
You are
I'm a little
much more forward and with how you talk to people.
But you're also like, I'm bored and walk away from people.
But that's fun the way I do it. I go, oops, I'm bored. No more.
Oops, I'm the drunk
And
kid.
you're like, no. Or like, I don't know. I just think that like the way we interact with people is different.
I think, if we really want to be honest about it.
I will feign being nice to people, whereas you
don't.
In situations are just like, you'll just give someone a stank face and be like, okay, and walk away. Whereas I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no. And then I will find a way to small talk my way out of it.
Correct.
Or I do one of my favorite things, which is, oh my God, did you see this thing over here? And then walk them to it, show them it, and then I walk away.
You watch me as I walk away.
Watch me as I walk away.
Legally Blonde? Is that where you're going with that? I did experience over the last couple of weeks a lot of people talking out of the very side of their necks to me out in public. Acting as if we were friends.
Oops, and why?
They were like, oh, back from the dead.
Oh, because you did take a little hiatus from bear activity.
Not even that. Just like, but they were just
I didn't see you at any of the bear happy hours.
I've been working. I have a lot of projects going on right now.
Many projects.
But there were a couple people who sort of came up to me and I was like, oh, I didn't think we were like that. The way they spoke to me. And I just looked at them and I was like, is that really what you wanted to say to me? Like, I did exactly what you're describing rather than go like, ha ha ha, yes. The internet's wild. Life is crazy.
I do believe that I do have the I do believe I do. I do. I believe I have the reputation in the Los Angeles area, in the queendom of the divas and dolls that are performers, that I'm kind of rude and cunty. But I think it's
you got on stage and said you were taking $50 away from Kendra Onyx for being late.
Again, it was a $50 bonus that I was giving all the girls because we had a great turnout. So I took that bonus away because why do you deserve a bonus if you can't even do the basic job of showing up on time?
Why is she going to Alaska?
She always goes to Alaska.
I know.
She goes up there with Frankie Doom and they work in a fish hatchery or something. And they like make a ton of money. She makes like a ton of money, enough money to pay her rent for the year, and then she comes back.
Go off, sister.
And then does drag for like fun.
You better do it, Kendra. Okay, but you have the reputation
of just being a bitch. But I'm not mean. I think people assume that I'm gonna be mean, and then they meet me and they're like, oh, she's just
You do sassy, you don't do bitchy.
I do sassy. But I think that people, when they talk about you, they're like, no, he's mean. Listen up. If you think Dipper is mean, send a... What's a mean emoji? Send an angry face emoji with a thumbs up.
Oh, the red face with the cuss?
Yeah, if you think that. Oh, yeah, red face cuss mouth.
Good old red face cuss mouth.
If you think the Dipper's mean, and then send a little lady flipping her hair if you think I'm the mean one.
And I think straight people use the purple emoji,
the horny devil,
as angry.
Maybe that's horny.
That's what I thought.
I'm really bad at text flirting, I've discovered.
Oh, I'm good at it.
Of course you are.
Because it's
literally all you do.
Okay. We started the episode with you asking a question.
Forgot it already.
You said, what's tidal wave?
What is tidal wave? Someone's just messaging me, seeing if I'm going to be back in Palm Springs in a couple weekends. And they were like,
tidal waves in Palm Springs? I thought it was a Floridian party.
I think it is, but they were saying it's going to be after tidal wave, so maybe no one's going to be in Palm Springs.
Tidal wave is in Florida, and it's a big bear party.
Yeah, so if everyone's going to go travel, then they're not going to go to the bear party that's in Palm Springs.
What bear party's in Palm Springs?
Bear Union. And then the next day it's Communion.
Oh, yeah, but they have bear union everywhere. They had a bear union last night here in LA. It's not like it's a big event. It's like
I was at Tusicals singing along to musicals when I could have been hogging on knobs.
Yeah, but don't ever go there because I will be there. Okay?
I think we got a phone call about this. Very topic. Oh, hey, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode. We don't have a guest.
It's just
There's
us.
no one over here.
It's just family.
It's just family here
and
today.
We thought we would do...
We need to get Ross Matthews in this studio.
How? He lives in New York with Drew Barrymore.
They share a home. They found a window and cried together.
They go to bed in I Love Lucy beds next to each other.
And they poop in toilets right next to each other like Megan.
The trainer.
The trainer, yes.
So we don't have a guest today.
The trainer. Mark!
Speaking of the
Come
trainer.
home! Jesus Christ!
So we don't have a guest today, so we thought we would listen to a whole bunch of voicemails and listen to your stories, give some feedback, do some advice. You pulled out this beret, and I was like, oh, and you said, well, we're giving advice.
Yes.
But I just don't understand the correlation.
I thought that this outfit gave like art teacher that you go to when you're in high school because you're like, she'll understand.
That does, but it was just like when I was like, oh, a beret. And you were like, well, we're giving advice. And I was like, oh, it's just the beret.
Give the long answer. Do you know what I think is crazy?
Advice. What?
When does this one come out?
I don't know. In a couple days or next week or
okay.
two, or
well, I wanted
week.
to talk about the All-Stars.
Yeah, it'll be very relevant.
Because that's coming out. But I just wanted to say, I think it's very odd that they went to this Capitol and then we're like, I thought when they were like, we're going to the White House, I thought they got an invite into the White House. And like,
no, they went to the National Mall.
Well, and then they took pictures in front of the White House, out in front of the gate. But I was like,
right.
I think it's very rude of whoever I'm assuming Paramount Plus was doing that and not World of Wonder, to make those girls stand out there on an overcast day.
Well,
on the National Mall with all those tourists. It wasn't even like...
And someone pointed out...
cut off the...
They could have AI'd out the tourists and made it look like a real photo shoot.
But it wasn't. It was just those girls there. I would have been so... that was like the challenge in RuPaul's Drag Race when they're like, sell apples pies on the side of the street.
Would you like to buy some cherry pie?
Might want to change your voice up a little bit.
Think soprano.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't seem fair. It almost felt... I couldn't tell what was worse. That or the fluorescent overhead lighting when they had to play games. Miss Vanjie's first go-around.
Oh, season 10.
Yeah. It gave that energy where it was like, not... The thought process ended before they were like, oh, let's get a filming permit. Let's do this.
You can't blame the weather on a person making a marketing schedule.
Okay, you're right.
Like,
I'm blaming the concept, but we can move
It's a cool idea. Listen, it's an election year. It's airing all summer long. I have a feeling there's probably going to be a lot more like election-related challenges on All-Stars. They're playing for charity. I'm sure they're going to hold those vote.org signs, the house, on every episode.
Down boots.
Down boots.
Down boots, baby. I don't know. It just looked...
I like when queens are...
in spaces where they shouldn't be.
Tapped in to, like, even just red, white, and blue. I feel like we talked about this a while ago, but like I saw Varla Jean Merman's show over the summer, and she made this point of like the smartest thing the conservatives did was brand themselves as patriots.
Yes.
Because they own the American flag imagery now.
Yes.
But that's not true.
Of course.
And one big thing about
the
taking
idea
it
of taking back the red, white, and blue and the flag.
the red, white, and blue. Oh, the funny things you do, America, America. This is you.
All right, first call.
I think we're going to take a break, and when we come back,
that was
we're
15?
You second guess me every single time. I'm staring at a screen with a clock on it.
Yeah, I don't have my little JBL.
Not a soul can.
Can clock. And we'll be right back out of this break.
Eat stress-free this spring with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including categories like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, Vegan, or Veggie. Also, discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long. So what are you waiting for? Get started today and fuel up for your springtime goals. I was so thrilled when Factor sent us meals to try out. I'm normally very skeptical of prepackaged meals, especially ones you heat in the microwave, but I gotta tell you, they have changed the game. I mean, this is fresh food because it is not frozen. The flavor is outstanding. These are like well put together meals, and the protein, the chicken cutlet, I was convinced it was not going to be enough. That is a hearty, thick slice of chicken breast. Like, there is plenty of food in each Factor meal, and I think this is like an absolute awesome way if you're looking to make a shift, or if you're just looking for some ease in how you prepare your food or how you have lunch on the go. Factor's got it covered. Get chef prepared meals on the table in 2 minutes with Factor's ready to eat meals, so you can get back to doing what you love this spring, or just get back to working all the time, because that's what I do. Factor meals eliminate the hassle of prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Simply heat and savor the good stuff. You can customize your weekly meals with flexibility to get as much or as little as you need delivered right to you. Plus, you can pause or reschedule deliveries to suit your lifestyle. And Factor is celebrating Earth Day all month long, so look out for their Earth Month Eats badge on the menu for the lowest carbon footprint meals. That's cool. Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 and use code sloppyseconds50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box. And that's the numbers 50, not the word spelled out. That's code sloppyseconds50 at factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 to get 50% off your box plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active.
This episode is brought to you by Helix.
I love my Helix mattress. I've said it before. This was the first adult mattress I ever bought that wasn't like, oh, I'll just take whatever's in the apartment or the sublet or my friend's getting rid of one. And does it make a difference? Absolutely. It's like, I love this mattress.
I absolutely love mine, and I always talk about it, but we travel a lot for work, and it used to be that when I would get into a hotel bed, I would be so excited because they were so comfortable. Now, all I do is miss my bed when I am out of town. I just constantly am like, how do we get every hotel to get a Helix Lux? Like, how can we make that happen?
I agree.
And I'm currently shopping for a new mattress for my guest bedroom, and of course, my first option is going to be Helix, and I'm like, it's kind of fun doing the little quiz to try to figure out, because I'm like trying to think of like which of my friends and how did they sleep, because I want it to be comfortable for them but also for everybody. So,
and you know you're going to be crawling over there and sleeping on that one,
well,
too.
it's going to be brand new, so I'm definitely going to be on it because I love it.
The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids.
And how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Just take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes.
They've got models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure relief if you sleep on your side, models with responsive foam to cradle your body for support in stomach and back sleeping positions,
plus enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night.
And your personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door free of charge, which is amazing.
And Helix knows that there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress.
Helix is offering up to 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows to our listeners.
Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy and use code HelixPartner20.
This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long.
With Helix, better sleep starts now.
helixsleep.com/sloppy and use code HelixPartner20.
And we're back.
I pulled soy mini voicemails. I pulled tons of voicemails.
Kind of a missed opportunity that Ariana Grande and what's her name didn't, or Cynthia Erivo didn't do any Wicked thing at the Met Gala.
Maybe there was no time to rehearse. Maybe they were in an embargo with the marketing team. Maybe the marketing team over there at the Warner Brothers or whoever is down at the Warner Brothers, whoever's producing the film, said, we need to wait for an overcast day and take you down to the mall.
Take you down to the
Mall
mall
of
and walk
America.
around with the people.
Ride those roller coasters at the Mall of America. Can I play you voicemails?
Yes.
Or do you want to keep
I
chatting?
love that Mall of America roller coaster.
Here's the first call. Oh, yeah, you need those voicemails. Here we go.
Hey, Slops. So I'm just listening, and you guys are talking about how at some point in your life you have to in a bag if you have a roommate.
Yes.
And I can't agree. I have been a bag 5 times over. I had a roommate who would get up about 5 minutes before I did in the morning to get ready for work, but his routine was 45-minute long shower. He was a model. I'm a comedian, so, I get ready slower, quicker, I don't do a whole lot. Anywho, he would take 45-minute showers, and sometimes I would have to in a trash bag, and it's very real, and it really happens, and I hear you, and I see you, and I don't judge you. You may ask why I put up with it and, didn't just knock on the door. Well, he was a model and a former soccer player, and, sometimes he just didn't really, put a towel on. And I feel like he would have to punish me if I was rushing him out of the shower. So, guys, let him do what he wants if he has a nice ass. Anyway, goodbye!
Thoughts?
On which part? This is a two-parter because I've never lived with someone that I was attracted to.
I've stayed with someone that I was attracted to, but I've never had a roommate on a lease that I was attracted to.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Do you remember the Comedy Central show or the Max show, the other two?
Yes.
In the first season, he hooks up with his roommate constantly.
Yeah.
But then the guy's like, I'm not gay.
Yeah, I just thought that was for fun. You do that with
we watch Survivor.
2, why didn't you just wake up 5 minutes before him? 45-minute shower? That's insane. I don't care if he's a model or what. Yeah. There's nothing that takes 45 minutes in there. There's nothing. To wash your whole body, 30 minutes is even, to me, a long shower. 20 minutes. And it's closer to a normal length, but I think 15 minutes is probably all you really need. You jump in, you scrub it, you rub it, and you're out.
To me, it's a numbers thing. You started the call by saying you're a 5-time bag shitter. That's maybe that's
too many times.
It's too many times. It's definitely 3 too many times, and it's probably 4 too many times. We're saying it oh yeah, we've all experienced it
one time, and I made sure it never happened again.
Because the thing about is it stinks.
And in a bag is disposing of it. That's the other. It's it becomes a process,
right? Well, and on Broad City, they had a whole episode about that. Remember that?
Oh, really? See, because where I lived when I had to do it, we had a garbage chute, but I wasn't about to drop a loose bag down the garbage chute because I didn't know if it was gonna explode and get all over everything. So I double bagged it and maybe even triple bagged it and took it down to the garbage via the elevator, which I'm now realizing is probably it was grosser. But we pick up our dog. Well, I don't have a dog, but you pick up a dog with a bag, so I can't. They could have thought it was a dog.
Yeah. Oh, my Doberman, my Rottweiler, my
Siberian Husky. It was a big one.
Husky. All right, slay. Part 2, catching a sneak peek of your roommates. Doodah.
That's just never been a thing for me. But I guess I've only ever lived with people that I knew before I moved in with them.
Right.
So I was never like, and if I was attracted to them, I wouldn't have moved in with them. I have a friend who recently moved into a place where they're attracted to their roommate, and they have to like, well, I'll give it away if I say too much, but they like to watch.
Tampa. Oh. I kind of like
the
to
smell.
watch.
Hi. So I just needed to call in to share this crazy story. So let me just preface this with I'm a trans guy who's pre-T, or any transition stuff yet. And my fiance is a cis man. So I was giving him head, not that long ago, and he goes, midway, he goes, yeah, I haven't taken a shower in 3 days. I'm like, so, I mean, I know 3 days isn't that much, but
It's a
my
lot.
brain was like, you mean to tell me I'm sucking your dirty like, that's hot, but also kind of disgusting. All right, yeah. Goodbye.
You left out all the details.
Yeah, like,
did you know it was funky?
Did it taste or smell funky?
Or you only were grossed out once he told you?
What does your partner do that for 3 days it doesn't? Do they just lay in bed?
Because even if you sit on the couch for 3 days,
it's gonna build up a funk. 3 days is, hey everyone,
too long.
Too long to not bathe your body.
It's fine if you're not being around other people and you're doing like your little depressive jaunt.
But it's not okay.
But by
if you're
like
gonna
day
put your
4,
genitals
you
in
wanna
someone's mouth.
You hop in, you scrub, you rub.
You tug. Well, then you hop out.
You tug?
No, I don't tug on it.
I
But you gotta
used
get
to as a kid. The shower was the spot.
Instant disposal.
And it would always be like, what are you cleaning in there? Like, they got me, gal. They knew everything.
Maybe that's what he's up to in the morning. 45 minutes. He's really tugging and jerking it.
Jesus.
That's crazy to me, though.
A 45-minute shower. I could understand.
That's so long.
Listen,
where are you that water is that cheap?
If you're a model, I could understand showering for at most 15 minutes. And then
skin routine.
Yes, lotion.
Because you're not supposed to do your
shaving.
skincare routine on your face in the shower because the water is too hot.
To me, I do all that, the lotions and potions after.
Well, yeah, lotioning and potioning, but like scrubs or like masks or anything, you're not supposed to like put on. And
I just started using something different on my face than on my body recently.
I can't. The Lord can't even help you, huh?
But you're in a different position because you do makeup. You know a lot more about how to clean your face different.
But I still have problems.
But what's the difference between the sensitive body soap that's on my body and that's on my face?
I have to read it. But for the stuff on your face, well, and even on your body, I mean, you want a gentle. It's got to be gentle for your skin.
Well, I don't push hard.
Next call. I don't know what you do. I use a lot of Kiehl's products.
Same. I like Kiehl's. I like Dr. Bronner's.
And then that's what I use for my body soap. And then
I use Dove. Sensitive
skin.
My skin is so sensitive.
Chicken skin.
But my friend has a really cool brand called Atwater. He used to run Kiehl's, and then he launched Atwater, and they have like special bars that are like, this is for your face.
Yeah. Does it have a scrub in it?
No.
Good. Because that can cause
it's soft and it smells like grapefruit. A brain tumor?
Abrasions.
Here's a call.
Y'all need to go back to school because there's only one way to spell minute, and it's MYNEWT. Goodbye.
Minute.
Do you realize how much time we spent spelling words on the podcast?
Yeah, I listened. It was like a whole 20 minute. It was like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. It was like a whole break.
Whole act of the play. Spelled
dysentery.
Oh.
No, it's DY. I'm wrong already.
Here's one.
Hey, I just have to say I thoroughly enjoy the way Meatball always says poop
poop. Oh, I got poop. Poop.
What did they say? I thoroughly enjoy the way what?
You say poop.
Poop. Oh, I poop. Oh my God, I pooped.
In a bag.
I think that's because when I used to nanny, kids say stuff weird and I would repeat it back at them. So it'd be like, I have to poop. I'd be like, oh, you got to poop. And so now I just say stuff weird.
Do you ever want a kid?
I can barely take care of a cat.
You spend a lot of time and energy on the cat. I think you would be a good parent.
But okay.
There'd be a lot of rules.
Too many rules. And also I'd be like, I'm a screamer, so I'd be yelling at that kid all the time. And also my dream schedule is to be like, traveling a lot. So
you would also be the kind of parent that, like, if you ever got the like cuddle moment on the couch and like watch a movie and they could like nuzzle up with you, the kid would like cherish that for 8 months because it would like never happen regularly.
Yes. I listened to this podcast where this woman is a mother of 2 and she like is an active lady. Like she's like, I'm not gonna let my kids manage my life.
Tear me down.
She literally is like, I don't play with them. I'm not gonna play with my kids. I don't do imagination. I don't do pretend. And then she like goes on vacation with
Natasha Leggero.
No, but does she not play with them?
No, it just sounds like something she would do.
But then she goes on vacations with her friends and she comes back and then the kids will be like, okay, but you care about your friends more than you care about us. And she's like, I care about all of you the same.
The same.
Just flat line. And I was like, I would probably be like that kind of mother.
Here's one.
Hi, Slops. I'm listening to the Miss Toto episode.
Slay.
And you guys are talking about queer as folk. And I just have to interject because
we didn't know anybody.
I started watching that show a couple of years ago. I mean, more than a couple of years ago. I was in college. It was on Netflix. I was like, whatever, let me see what this is about. And I was into it. I was loving it. I was like, oh my God, this is great. So dramatic, so gay, whatever.
So dramatic.
And then I got to that episode where the one guy, I don't remember what his name was, but he like liked to pretend to be like a masked Dom Daddy online, but then he was like a flaming Mo in his real life.
Emmett.
That one.
Tall Emmett.
He falls in love with like an old man, like he has like a sugar daddy moment, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna take you on a trip or whatever, and then they start in the bathroom on the airplane, and the old guy like has a heart attack and dies. I literally had to stop that episode as he's dying in the bathroom on the plane. I had to put the show down and never picked it up again. I could not handle it. That was insane. And why did they think that was okay to write? I just gotta know.
That show, I do remember, like, I think it wasn't really supposed to go past. How many seasons was it?
Probably a ton.
I feel like I remember being like, me and my friends watched season 1 and 2 a lot, but then like maybe 3, 4. Did it go 5 seasons?
It was originally a British show, right?
Yes,
and the pilot
the pilot is identical.
5 seasons.
Yeah, I think it went
Showtime
5.
show.
And so then me and my friends stopped, I think, at season 3 because we were like 4 and 5 just got too crazy. Like they just kind of ran out of ideas. Not the swallow. The audible swallow.
Because I read like crazy news, and then I realized that it was talking about the new Queer as Folk, not the old one. Because it was like the writers were assembled, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and I was like, what? The old one?
No.
There are like 20 undiscovered seasons?
But doesn't that happen with most shows? It's like season 3 is where it peaks, and then after that, it's kind of like, where do we go? We've done everything we can do.
Listen, the Hollywood insider tea that I know is like, unless you are a proven entity, like who's the person who did The Good Place and Parks and Rec and
Mike.
Well, Mike Judge is from King of the Hill, right?
I think it was. Yeah, Mike Judge is King of the Hill, but
maybe the same. Anyways, unless you're
Mike Sure.
Yes. Yeah. Unless you're this like proven entity or like a Paul Feig or like a, whatever. When you are selling a pilot, like they like the pilot and then they're like, what's the Bible of the show and what's going to happen on each season? Like oftentimes in the room, it might not end up happening, but they're like, okay, season 3, they get a terminal illness. Season 5, there's a big swap at work or this character dies.
But that whole show went off. That person is correct. It went off the rails. Where Ted got addicted to drugs.
Yes, I remember.
And then Emmett became a porn star.
Beautifully played by Peter Page.
Why do you keep saying that?
Well, because he's the one actor. Well, no, I know their names. Gil, JTT, Hal Sparks, Peter Page.
So, yeah.
The lady with the wig. People I know.
Mom with the wig.
All right, well, let's take a break, and then we'll come back with calls.
Beta.
Now you're doing Lois from Family Guy? Why?
Next call.